Cycling safety. Mastering risk management on two wheels in an era where urban commuting and recreational riding are increasingly intertwined. Understanding cycling safety is not just prudent, it's essential. Whether you're navigating busy city streets or exploring remote trails, every cyclist faces unique challenges that demand vigilance and preparation. This guide delves beyond basic precautions to provide advanced strategies for minimizing risk while maximizing enjoyment in your rides. From gear selection to route planning, we'll cover critical aspects that define safe cycling practices today. The evolution of cycling safety practices. Riding safely has evolved significantly over decades as both technology and infrastructure have changed dramatically. Early cyclists relied primarily on personal caution and rudimentary equipment, whereas modern riders benefit from sophisticated gear and improved road design. Today's cyclists face new challenges due to increased vehicle traffic density, complex intersections, and unpredictable weather conditions. These factors necessitate updated approaches to staying safe on two wheels. Vision enhancement. Modern helmets now incorporate integrated LED lights that improve visibility during low light hours without compromising aerodynamics. Smart technology integration. GPS devices can alert riders to potential hazards such as construction zones or areas with high accident rates based on real-time data feeds. Advanced signaling systems. Electronic turn signals mounted on handlebars offer clearer communication with drivers than traditional hand signals ever could. Essential gear for safe riding. Selecting appropriate cycling gear goes far beyond aesthetics. It plays a crucial role in preventing injuries and enhancing situational awareness. A well-equipped rider significantly reduces their vulnerability on shared roads and trails. Your primary defense against accidents starts with quality head protection. Helmets designed specifically for different disciplines, road racing versus mountain biking, offer specialized features tailored to each environment's demands. Impact protection. Look for helmets certified by organizations like ASTM International, which ensure rigorous testing standards for crashworthiness. Visibility features. Reflective strips and bright-colored shells help increase visibility to motorists at dusk or dawn when most collisions occur. Adjustable fit. Properly fitted helmets prevent shifting during impacts and maintain consistent protective coverage regardless of ride duration. Mental preparedness and situational awareness. Safety begins long before mounting your bicycle. Cultivating mental preparedness through regular practice scenarios helps develop instinctual responses to common dangers encountered on the road. Cyclists who consistently scan their surroundings 3 times per second, checking mirrors, blind spots, and approaching vehicles, are better positioned to avoid sudden obstacles or erratic driver behavior. Predictive thinking. Anticipating how other road users might react enables proactive maneuvering rather than reactive corrections, which often lead to loss of control. Emergency planning. Familiarizing yourself with escape routes along your planned route allows quick disengagement from dangerous situations if necessary. Danger recognition patterns. Learning typical warning signs, such as a car suddenly changing lanes without signaling, can give precious seconds to respond appropriately. Navigating urban environments safely. City cycling presents distinct challenges compared to rural areas, requiring particular attention to traffic patterns, pedestrian interactions, and infrastructure limitations. Understanding these nuances can make all difference between smooth commutes and hazardous encounters. Maintaining a predictable path within designated bike lanes minimizes confusion among motor vehicles while also ensuring compliance with local ordinances regarding right-of-way rules. Bike lane etiquette. Always stay within marked boundaries unless overtaking slower-moving cyclists who've already established position. Intersection strategies. When turning left across traffic, signal early and check for gaps using both mirror checks and direct visual confirmation. Pedestrian zones. Respect posted speed limits in residential neighborhoods where children play unsupervised and elderly pedestrians may move unpredictably. Mountain biking safety protocols. Terrain complexity increases exponentially in off-road environments, demanding heightened vigilance toward trail conditions, wildlife encounters, and mechanical failures. Specialized training and equipment become non-negotiable elements here. Adequate hydration remains vital even when riding remotely since access points may be limited miles away. Carrying sufficient water reserves prevents heat exhaustion, which impairs judgment and reaction time. Tire pressure checks. Regular maintenance ensures optimal grip levels, especially after rain when loose soil becomes slick underfoot. Brake inspection routine. Worn brake pads compromise stopping power. Replace them promptly upon noticing reduced effectiveness. Trail condition assessment. Scanning ahead for rocks, roots, or washed-out paths gives ample opportunity to adjust line choices and conserve energy. Weather-specific safety measures. Adverse weather conditions introduce additional variables that require modifying standard safety protocols accordingly. Rain. In rainy conditions, maintaining greater distance from cars is crucial because hydroplaning affects braking distances significantly. Slower speeds allow more controlled handling when surfaces become slippery. Wet weather attire. Water-resistant clothing prevents hypothermia while keeping core body temperature stable despite external moisture exposure. Lighting enhancements. Additional front and rear lights boost visibility during drizzle or mist when natural light diminishes rapidly. Chain lubrication. Applying waterproof lubricant regularly keeps drivetrain components functioning smoothly even after prolonged wet weather exposure. Group ride dynamics and safety. Cycling with others introduces social benefits but also requires adherence to strict group formations and communication norms to minimize collision risks. Establishing clear expectations beforehand enhances overall safety for all participants. Finding a suitable pace that accommodates varying skill levels maintains cohesion within the group while allowing everyone space to maneuver comfortably around obstacles. Echelon formation. This staggered positioning strategy reduces wind resistance for trailing members while providing mutual support during climbs. Communication signals. Standardized hand gestures eliminate ambiguity when signaling turns or hazards during dynamic riding situations. Spacing guidelines. Maintaining at least one wheel length between riders prevents chain reactions should any member need to stop abruptly. Emergency response techniques. Despite best efforts, emergencies occasionally arise that test our readiness. Knowing effective response techniques can mean the difference between minor inconveniences and serious incidents when faced with unexpected challenges. Carrying emergency supplies like first aid kits, repair tools, and extra food/water provides self-sufficiency until professional assistance arrives. Being able to perform simple repairs saves time and potentially avoids getting stranded overnight. Blood stoppage methods. Apply pressure directly above wound site using clean cloth or bandage material available in standard first aid kits. Heat stroke treatment. Move victim to shaded area immediately, remove excess clothing, apply cool compresses, and seek medical help urgently. Hypothermia prevention. Replace damp clothing quickly with dry layers, use thermal blankets if available, and encourage slow sipping of warm fluids. Legal aspects of cyclist safety. Understanding legal obligations clarifies rights and responsibilities while riding, reducing misunderstandings that sometimes escalate into conflicts with law enforcement or other. Road users. Following traffic laws including stop signs, yield requirements, and lane usage regulations establishes credibility as responsible cyclist rather than reckless individual seeking confrontation. Licenses and registration. Some jurisdictions require cyclists to carry identification proving age eligibility for certain types of roads they're permitted to traverse legally. Insurance coverage. Comprehensive policies covering theft, vandalism, and liability issues offer peace of mind knowing financial burdens won't fall solely onto individuals. Right-of-way rules. Prioritizing pedestrians at crosswalks and giving way to emergency vehicles demonstrates respect for shared spaces governed by universal transportation principles. Community involvement and advocacy. Active participation in local advocacy groups empowers cyclists collectively to influence policy changes benefiting everyone who uses bikes for transport or recreation purposes. Collaborative efforts produce tangible improvements faster than isolated actions alone. Volunteering for bike lane improvement projects shows commitment to creating safer environments, simultaneously building relationships with municipal officials who shape urban development plans annually. Public awareness campaigns. Organizing educational workshops teaches younger generations about fundamental safety procedures applicable across various cycling contexts. Data collection efforts. Documenting accident locations contributes to mapping initiatives used by planners aiming to identify problem spots needing infrastructure upgrades. Policy engagement. Participating in public comment periods allows input on proposed legislation affecting cyclist rights and road design specifications nationwide. Technology innovations in cycling safety. Recent advancements in wearable tech and smart accessories have revolutionized how cyclists monitor performance metrics while simultaneously improving passive safety measures through automated alerts and enhanced connectivity options. GPS-enabled trackers embedded within helmets send distress signals automatically if impact sensors detect severe shocks indicative of possible injury occurrences during crashes. Collision detection sensors. These systems notify nearby smartphones instantly when contact occurs, enabling immediate location sharing with emergency services. Biometric monitoring. Wearables, heart rate monitors and fatigue indicators warn riders when physical exertion exceeds safe thresholds, helping prevent burnout-related mistakes. Augmented reality displays. Heads-up displays project navigation instructions directly onto visors, eliminating need to look down at handheld devices mid-ride. Training programs for enhanced safety. Enrolling in structured training programs equips cyclists with practical skills honed through simulated experiences replicating actual roadway scenarios commonly associated with higher risk profiles. Courses covering defensive driving techniques teach anticipation methods useful for predicting automobile behaviors, thereby increasing margins of error available during close calls with vehicles. Maneuver drills. Practicing skidding techniques allows controlled stops without losing balance, an invaluable skill during emergency braking situations. Obstacle courses. Navigating mock urban layouts improves decision-making abilities required for dealing with crowded intersections or sudden road closures. Stress testing simulations. Exposure to loud noises combined with simulated threats trains reflexes needed for responding swiftly to dangerous circumstances. Environmental considerations for safer rides. Being mindful of ecological footprints doesn't conflict with safety priorities. Instead, environmentally conscious choices enhance resilience against climate change effects impacting future travel conditions negatively otherwise. Choosing sustainable materials for gear production supports industries committed to reducing carbon emissions, contributing positively towards global environmental goals aligned with broader community interests. Route selection. Favoring less congested backroads decreases exposure to pollutants emitted by idling engines found predominantly near heavy traffic corridors. Energy efficiency. Maintaining tire inflation levels optimally reduces rolling resistance, translating into lower energy expenditure per mile traveled, beneficial for both health and sustainability objectives. Recycling initiatives. Participating in e-waste collection events ensures electronic components don't end up harming ecosystems downstream via improper disposal channels. Psychological factors influencing safety decisions. Emotional states significantly affect judgment capabilities, influencing decisions made during rides ranging from routine errands to competitive races involving high-stakes outcomes dependent upon split-second calculations. Recognizing stress triggers through physiological cues like rapid heartbeat enables preemptive adjustments to intensity levels, avoiding situations leading to compromised concentration spans. Mindfulness practices. Daily meditation routines cultivate focused attention span necessary for sustained vigilance required throughout extended journeys. Positive reinforcement techniques. Rewarding oneself after successfully completing challenging segments reinforces confidence levels, encouraging continued pursuit of difficult terrain. Cognitive behavioral therapy applications. Addressing irrational fears stemming from past negative experiences helps reshape thought processes, guiding safer action selections forward. Conclusion. Cycling safety encompasses numerous dimensions extending far beyond mere protective gear selection or basic rule following. It involves cultivating habits rooted in continuous learning and adaptation to evolving landscapes, shaping contemporary cycling experiences globally. By integrating technological innovations with traditional wisdom passed down through generations, Cyclists can confidently navigate diverse terrains while actively participating in movements advocating for safer communities accessible to all regardless of mode of transport preference.